stream.
If you hear sound from it, that's a good thing, by the way.
Why?
I'd like to play the actual game soundtrack. If you could actually unmute my video stream.
Are we gonna get in trouble?
I don't think so. I'm not monetizing anyway, so it's not like it's bad.
All right,
The game is listed as Nintendo, so it's like, well, I'm not gonna risk that.
Okay, so back to what we were doing before.
A boss fight? Oh, what the?
So yeah, we're gonna start with the race and then do the class. Because the race is infinitely easier.
Your photos are not necessary, sir. Oh, they don't hurt me. Oh, they do hurt me.
Race template. Homebrew race template.
There's a key here? What's the key for?
So
Jump!
this.
Oh, the key's here.
So you. You're all the way down.
Oh, bats. I don't want bats.
Grab that.
Key? Ow. Stupid. Goddamn bats, get out of here.
Come on. Paste. Okay, so that adds that all in.
Thank you, sir, for breathing fire on me.
Okay. So we already know the name of this class that we're doing. It's just sentient. It's sentient weapon.
Oh, right, this is the movie Evil X. Oh, no, there's a giant tiki statue. Okay, that's fine. Ow, you breathe fire on me, you dicks.
So, I need a good description of a sentient weapon.
I mean, I can imagine the simple description is you are a magical weapon. You know what this is. Just that's it.
Well, no, it needs to be. It's D&D. Come on.
Okay, let's see. Long ago, a whole city full of people were cursed to become fused with weapons since they offended the divines.
Okay.
That could be like a thing. For their curse can only be broken once as a weapon they have reached their true potential, or have atoned for their past transgressions. You're never told what they are. That's up to the character to make that on their own. But that could be like your driving force, like you as.
So long ago, a society of people were cursed by a god. Is there a particular god that they?
No, I'd rather lead that up to the players, because then hey, you can make your own reason why you first.
So this curse turned them into weapons, whilst keeping their sentience.
I think I just died. Nope, you didn't just die. Cool.
Did I spell sentience wrong? S-E-N-T-I-E-N-C-E?
S-E-N-T-I-E-N-C-E, I think?
Yeah, that's how I spelled it right. All right.
Yes, sentience.
Alright. Whilst keeping their sentience. In order to break this curse... what do they have to do in order to break the curse, you said?
They must find a way to atone for their sins. Oh, I'm in a stun lock. Cool. They must find a way to atone for their sins in this new form. Do I get 3 lives again? Please say I get 3 lives again.
So, in order to break this curse, they must find a way to atone for their sins by working with the wielder and making that wielder as strong as possible.
No, that's the thing. Like, I think it'd be more vague if you just said they have to atone for their sins, leaving up to the player what the player wants that sin to be.
Well, no. I'm still leaving it vague as to what the sin is, but how they break it is specific. So they specifically break it by working with the wielder and making that wielder as strong as possible. Meaning, they themselves don't need to be.
So in this case, they have to have the wielder that chooses them reach their wielder's full potential, not the weapons themselves.
Yeah, essentially.
You are making a true warrior out of someone else. That could be interesting.
I'm going to get rid of this part because this part doesn't matter. I don't think that there's really a society for sentient weapons. It's just they kind of exist.
There wasn't a society for sentient weapons. It was a society, a city, that was cursed to become sentient weapons.
Like, is there an age they become sentient weapons? Like, are they born as humans and then become sentient weapons over time?
They were born as humans in the beginning. So my idea is, the people who became sentient weapons, they were human. They were normal human magical users. However, they were cursed to become just sentient weapons because they don't become them. They were just stuck that way since thousands of years ago.
Okay,
so there's people a bit.
Are there question? Are there new people born as sentient
weapons?
No. Are the sentient weapons are functionally immortal?
Yes, because they're only immortal. They're only immortal as long as they're not broken, dismantled, melted down, etc. Once you take away, once you destroy the weapon, they're dead.
Yeah.
Essentially, so the weapon's functionally immortal so long as you, the user, take care of the weapon.
There's a section for society. That's why I'm trying to figure out what would a sentient weapon society be like?
I can imagine they were from a society of alchemists and mages who want to tamper with the order of things. So they prized, magical boundary breaking, as it were. And so with that, since they knew we could push the boundaries. They could, but that's what got them in this situation in the first place. So the society was they were encouraged to do this because, this is what we were taught to do. But I can imagine that being the case.
Why is it not adding a break? Okay, whatever. What does it look like? Okay, so they were originally from a society that prized itself on its alchemy.
Yep. Oh, well, yeah, alchemy and magical experimentation.
That's alchemy. Both.
Well,
they're one and the same generally.
I thought alchemy. Well, I guess alchemy does apply to biological as well as chemical. Not strictly potions, but actual magical transmutation and stuff. Body horror. It's great. But they pushed too far one day, and they were cursed by the gods. And part of the story is some of them didn't survive because some were treated so poorly as weapons that they were broken down, destroyed, melted down, etc. So not all of them survived. So that could be a huge plot point. Oh yeah, not all of us survived that situation because some people just don't take care of their blades or clubs or whatever. Some were melted down, some were just tossed, etc., etc. Can I please find a shop for food, please? I am already running out of health again. Oh right, I have to.
Alright, so sentient weapons were originally from a society that prized itself on alchemy and magic, becoming so bold-hearted as to believe themselves gods. So as punishment, they were turned into special weapons. Currently, society for sentient weapons is sparse, as they are spread wide and far.
Technically speaking, there'd be no society, but unless people could take them in, essentially.
Yeah, essentially. So what about as adventurers?
I mean, there could be a specific town that you can call the hometown, where it's like the weapons were not themselves gathering, but were gathered by people who would use them, and they'd be like, "Hey, these weapons are magical and powerful, and we can essentially just like have a place to reference them here." So that could be an interesting way of like, it's like, hey, this is where we gathered said weapons. So that could be like a castle town where specifically they were put to, like, hey, the blacksmiths here know about these legends and are using and are like sort of like, hey, this is where the magic weapons are. Oh, you're being a bitch about this one, ain't you?
Okay, so as adventurers, sentient weapons help assist their wielder through their journeys and tribulations. Because of how they are viewed, the weapons themselves are not adventurers.
The weapons themselves are not, however, they are definitely used to arm adventurers for very specific. Okay, I can imagine the weapons are held in high religious authority by some as sacred weapons, sacred gear. Like you go here to get like the weapons that are meant for good adventurers. But like the story is like the weapons choose you because they're sentient. So if they don't pick you, then you don't get them. So that could be like the whole shtick. Oh, that could, okay. AD VENTURE. Adventurer. Adventurer at R.
Add an R. So adventurers would be RS.
So it could be a huge misunderstanding where it's like the player know that you've been cursed. However, people see you as like a holy artifact. So it's like, oh, these weapons, like they'll pick you, make a great warrior, and then you tell them, no, I'm basically a person who got cursed. Like, yeah, the people see it as that, but it's not. It's not this at all. So the whole joke is like, wait, that's the whole story. It's like, yeah, so people have been blowing it out of proportion.
One character I think would be funny would be a weapon that refuses to kill.
A pacifist weapon.
Yes.
It's like
because here's the thing: the weapon can choose its owner. The weapon can say,
right.
You know what? Fuck you. I'm not sharing my abilities with you. You can use me as a weapon because I physically can't stop you.
But I will not give you power-ups because I'm choosing not to.
I am actively choosing not to give you anything.
A sword that makes itself dull on purpose, just to be like, no. It's like, the heck, man. It's like I don't want to kill. Sorry, you do not get to use me because I'm not giving you that option.
So what would their personality be like?
Well, okay, that's up to the player. So in this case, I can imagine.
So hang on, I'll share my screen just to show you like what I'm seeing. Hold on.
Okay, like so in keeping it vague enough for the player to do it. Okay, So are you saying like maybe the pacifist weapon class is a sub race?
No. The pacifist weapon is just like that's just the weapon's personality.
Yeah, but that's up to
each weapon would have its own personality.
But wouldn't that be up to? Oh.
Yeah, because remember, the weapons are sentient. They are actually living things.
But I thought we would leave that up to the player to pick, not up to the weapon, you know?
But the weapon itself has personality. That's what I mean. Honestly, I'll probably just give it to the personality section.
Because it's up to the player to see what they want to do, and if they don't.
So
if the player,
what would you say is generally the relationship between sentient weapons and the adventurers who wield them?
Okay, so before I continue with that, hear me out. When I say that the weapons themselves don't have, it's like saying unless it's a sub race specifically within the race, each player will pick their own personality for the weapon they are.
Like each player would pick the personality, but like. When I say personality, it's more of like a general speak. Like, as a society, what are these things? As a species, what are these things' personality like? What are they?
It would be as varied as any group of alchemists, mages, or people would be.
Bugbears are aggressive. They are. Like,
yes, but
generally.
There is none. Okay. You could have a sword that doesn't want to be sharp. You can have a mace that can somehow cut things in half. It's up to the player to pick what that is.
So
we can't.
How about relations?
I can imagine the way relations will work in this case is each weapon does have relation to another weapon. Okay, say two of them meet in the field somewhere. They do have a sort of kinship because they know of the curse. They were the ones who were cursed, but they're also very like sparse because they don't know how to. It's been so long since they've seen each other, they don't know how to act with each other.
Well, I think relations more means like relationship with other people that are not the
weapons.
This species, yeah.
Then that depends on what weapon. What the person is like to the sword.
So I would say that
we can't really dictate that before the player even gets a chance to use it. That's what I mean. So like I say we have a more because it's the problem. You'd have to have more guidelines of stats than you would specifically.
So now we are on to the race traits. So basically, these are just the traits that your race is. So like, you get an ability score increase, which the ability score increase is just going to be the normal ability score increase from Tosh's guide, which you probably don't know about.
I don't have that one, I'm afraid.
So essentially, the hold on, ability score. Hold on, I need to see. I need to see something. Hold on. Let's just open Travelers of the Multiverse. I just need to borrow this. Here we go. So generally speaking, when you're making a race, you want to go something like ability score increase. When determining your character's ability score, increase one of those scores by 2, increase a different score by 1, or increase 3 different scores by 1. It used to be that it was dependent on the race that you are.
So in this case, I could imagine if you picked a sword, your ability,
your strength.
If you purposely picked a shield, you'd pick your defense.
Or you would pick your dex.
Shield is a defensive stat. I don't think you can dex a shield.
Dex is your defensive stat.
True, but wouldn't dex be more of a rapier kind of thing, or a small blade?
No. What I mean is dex is how you determine EC. It's how you determine your armor class.
Or maybe it's con. Oh no, you're right. Dex would be. Yeah, you're right.
Con is your health.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, Constitution's your health.
Okay, I can say that depending on the weapon you pick, that will determine your stat increases.
Yeah, that's why, generally speaking, that's why I went with the general increase.
Because there's no real personality guaranteed beyond just like, oh, it's the player's choice as to what they want to be, because they can make some funny weapon combos.
Sentient weapons are ageless and functionally immortal. Though not indestructible.
Like any other weapon or item, yeah, you can destroy them, technically speaking. Ow, you dicks.
Now, the fun part is, how I view it is, as long as the hilt is not destroyed, you can get the weapon repaired.
Because technically speaking, the weapon is, yeah.
The sentience comes from the hilt. It comes from, like, specifically the hilt. So
but
you can get a weapon repaired.
But what about a shield? The shield doesn't have a hilt. The hand, because then then you're looking at the shield's center core ish, right? Does that make sense? Because it's like, I don't know about that one, because the shield technically doesn't have a center per se.
Alright. As long as the sentient weapon's core crystal is not destroyed,
yeah,
it can be repaired.
Soul gem, etc.
Yeah.
Because that would be
actually,
that would make sense.
Core soul gem.
I mean, that makes sense because maybe it's how they're stuck to how they're fused is like a gem. Oh, pardon me. Hello. How goes?
trying to think of what. Alright, I'm gonna go get a drink. I'll be right back. I'm back.
I am now back.
Alright, I left for a minute to get a drink. Alright, so how
I am
have
now
it so
back.
far is that sentient weapons are ageless and functionally immortal, though not indestructible. They can rust, be broken, and of course be repaired. As long as the sentient weapon's core soul gem is not destroyed, they can be repaired.
Yes.
Alignment. Sentient weapons are generally neutral, just wanting to break their curse in any way. Though some, of course, go against them and strive for good or evil.
Yeah.
Size, it depends on the size of the weapon / shield used. Or speed. As a sentient weapon, you do not have a walking speed, but instead you have a psychic fly speed of 15 feet.
Otherwise, your walking speed is bound to whoever is holding you.
Oh, yeah, of course, because at that point you're being held.
But then you're bound to another player, essentially.
Yeah, basically. Alright, so by picking this race, you must pick the... I'm still trying to think of a good class name for this.
Like, the actual, like, fancy name?
Yeah.
I don't know either, actually. I don't know, actually. I don't know any fancy name we can give them that would make any kind of sense. Then again, I guess it doesn't make sense, does it?
Well, I would like it to make some form of sense.
I said, "Fuck you."
Wait, what if you actually did that though?
I can't. It doesn't let me.
No.
It doesn't let me do it. Oh, I forgot. This is the vegan. Ow.
Because the guy that views himself as like God because he's a vegan.
Yeah, he has psychic powers because he has all these powers because he is vegan.
Which is dumb, but
I mean, I like the humor of it. It's like, you know what? That's fair.
So yeah, I'm trying to think of a good class name.
I mean, you're gonna have to look up some fancy words for the word weapon or something. Like look up some thesaurus stuff. You know?
Armament class.
I mean, that's too simple though. It's gotta be more than just the armament class. It'd be too easy to call it that. You gotta let's make it a more fantastical name or something. That's actually a good question. What would we call?
So there's artillery, there's armament, there's equipment, there's firearms, guns, munitions, ordnance.
I don't.
But again,
see.
It has to be something that people would generally know.
The munitii?
No, that's more of a race.
Yeah, but isn't that what you're trying to call it?
No. I'm trying to think of a class name.
Right. Oh, so wait. So are you? Is the class name supposed to be anything like a fancy name, or are you trying to name it what it is?
I'm trying to name the actual class, like
Elf, human, etc.
That's race.
Oh, sorry. I should say like paladin,
Monk, paladin, things like that.
living arms. Literally, that's it. That's your class.
Okay, yeah, that works.
Living arms.
So by picking this race, you must pick the living arms class.
And also pick your weapon of preference. Note, does not have to be sword. Hell, technically speaking, you could pick anything you want as a weapon. You could even be a frying pan or something. Like I could just see that as you could pick frying pan as your choice.
No, we need some kind of.
No. Okay, frying pan is technically a mace. It's a blunt instrument.
We need some kind of like actual like that's why in D&D specifically weapons there are simple weapons and there are martial weapons. So you must pick.
Oh, so you have to pick
martial weapon.
Yeah.
Or a shield.
So, well, in this case, you're picking from the list of weapons in the D&D weapon list. In this case, literally. Okay, so in this case, like, look at the D&D, like, what list of weapons that we already have in the game, and then pick one of them, essentially. But you can flavor it as a unique weapon if you want to make it more interesting for the DM. But I can imagine you can, like, flavor it, like, I pick shovel,
so
which is technically...
You must pick the living arms class.
Yeah.
So... The second racial ability is, so hold on. Size. Depends on the size of the weapon shield picked when picking this race.
Yes.
You pick from the weapons list.
I mean, yeah, pick from the I was gonna say technically you could have the heavy weapons too. Like you could be like a heavy weapon if you wanted to beat one, but then you have to pick from the list of heavy weapons that are already in D&D.
Oh my god, HPB, is that it?
Player's Handbook.
Player's Handbook, PHB.
Yeah, PHB.
So you pick from the weapons list in the PHB.
The heavier the weapon, the more initial lag it will cause to the player who wields you.
You may You may also pick shield.
I mean, you can be a shield basher. You know that works.
A player who attunes. The player who attunes to you is.
They could be just like bound. They are bound to you until okay. How about this? If whatever player binds to you now shares your death. So if you die, so does the player.
No.
That could be an interesting like trade-off, you know.
Is proficient of the weapon that is chosen. So
maybe
the
maybe
player who attunes to you is proficient in the weapon that is chosen when you pick this class, when you pick this race.
Right.
Because not every class is proficient in every weapon.
Right, of course, which makes sense. Oh, I can roll now. Nice.
Alright, so I'm trying to think of a third racial ability. Like, because generally I like working in threes. You don't have to, but generally speaking. Oh, so you're already psychic.
Yeah.
So, when not attuned, when not attuned to. So, when not attuned to, you're able to fight for yourself through psychic floating, but you have any damage you would normally deal.
Ah.
And then languages.
Common, probably.
So common generally, but
if the player makes a case for a language might know of reasons, I don't know, then that could be they could be like, you know.
okay. Common and common.
Your friend.
As well, you and your wielder.
Yeah.
You and your wielder have a bonded connection, and thus are able to speak telepathically to each other, regardless of known languages. You also know any languages your wielder does.
Ah, that's a good idea.
You are able to read and speak common, but because you lack arms, you can't write.
Unless your wielder uses you to write with, which would be kind of weird, but you know, you can do that.
No. Like, functionally, you yourself, as a sentient weapon, are unable to write because you lack
Yeah.
arms.
Yeah, I mean, you do.
Okay, so that is the class done. So how we have it so far. Long ago, a society of people were cursed by a god. This curse turned them into weapons whilst keeping the sentience. In order to break this curse, they must find a way to atone for their sins by working with a wielder and making that wielder as strong as possible. This sentient weapons were originally from a society that prized itself on its alchemy and magic, becoming so bold-hearted as to believe themselves gods. So, as punishment, they were turned into special weapons. Current society for sentient weapons is sparse, as they are spread wide and far. As adventurous sentient weapons help assist their wielder through their journeys and tribulations. There is Their in this case?
Correct.
Fuck. Through their journeys and tribulations, because of how they are viewed, the weapon themselves, because of how they are viewed, the weapon themselves are not adventurers, but instead they are equipped by adventurers though whether the person is good or bad is dependent.
Why can I imagine there could be like a cult around these weapons? Like,
yes.
Like it's like,
yes.
oh, these are holy relics that are like
exactly
make
that
you a great warrior. It's like
because they don't realize that these
are literally cursed.
Like, not just cursed, but literally living.
They're people. Yeah, they were people once. It's like, oh yeah, no, we were people.
Your character shares the following traits with all other varieties of. Take that out. So these are the race traits. Ability score. When determining your character's ability score, increase one of them by 2 and increase a different score by 1, or increase 3 different scores by 1. For age, sentient weapons are ageless and functionally immortal, though not indestructible. They can rust, be broken, and of course be repaired. As long as the sentient weapon's core soul gem is not destroyed, they can be repaired. Alignment. Sentient weapons are generally neutral, just wanting to break the curse in any way, though some go against that and strive for good or evil. The size depends on the size of the weapon. Depends on the size of the weapon / shield picked when picking this race. You pick from the weapons list in the PHP. You may also pick shield. Speed. As a sentient weapon, you do not have a walking speed, but instead have a psychic fly speed of 15 feet. Racial ability. By picking this race, you must pick the Living Arms class.
Yeah.
Racial ability. The player who attunes to you is proficient in the weapon that is chosen when you pick this race. Racial ability. When not attuned to, would that be TOO2 or TO2?
Would not attuned to a player. You should probably put to a player.
To a player. You are able to fight for yourself through psychic floating, but you have any damage you would normally deal.
Yeah.
And in languages, you are able to read and speak Common as well. You and your wielder have a bonded connection, and thus are able to speak telepathically to each other, regardless of known languages. You also know any languages your wielder does.
Yep.
So that is the race. But I would like to find an image for it.
I can draw that.
Sentient weapon. How long would it take?
A couple days, probably.
Well, I want one just, like, for now.
Oh, yeah, just get, like, a sword placeholder text.
I want it to be neat. Oh, wait, hang on. Sentient weapon anime.
I was reincarnated as a sword?
There the fuck it is. Yeah. So this is what I'm talking about by how it looks, by the way.
Oh, okay.
This is what I'm talking about by how it looks.
That makes sense.
Like, you literally have eyeballs.
Oh, like the Ghost Sword Pokemon. Sort
Yes.
of. I the fact that I don't know its name.
What did I do with the... Oh, there it is. Alright, so... Add image. Okay, I'll leave that up here. Almost. Whoa.
Kushiyaki Moriwase? Tempura shrimp? Tempura vegetables. What is this place doing in the middle of a dojo? Can I add? Anyway.
No, you can't.
It's just like, wait a second. I'm trying to figure out why this is placed in the middle of a dojo full of ninjas, but you know.
Why did it disappear? No, I didn't want it to disappear, god damn it.
Okay. Where was I?
Can I just, like, upload an image? Please? It's not the image I freaking want. So, how do I change it? Paste. No, that didn't do it. Here? Paste? Yeah, there we go. Get rid of all this. There we go. Save. No, come on.
Can I get more lives, please? I'm dying here.
No, what? What? No! Come on. There. Stop. Copy. Over here. New. Okay, good. Save. Don't you dare tell me it can't be. There we go. So, get PDF. So this PDF. Sentient weapon race. So, here you go. Let me find it. There you go. Tell me what you think.
1 second, I'm dealing with some annoying ninjas right now. Stupid. Die. I respect that they put in some chubby ninjas, though. That's kind of cool. Not all ninjas are skinny, you know. Ow. hell? Stop it with your fire spells, dude. Stop that. Okay. I kind of want to make like a test story, but with these characters, but I don't know how it's going to work out.
Oh. With the sentient weapons.
Well, like I can imagine I can make a story based off of this, but it would. I kind of would want to make it a non-standard weapon. Like I want to be something that's not "quote unquote" a weapon, and then it becomes a good weapon.
I mean, if you want it, that's up to you.
Like I would use like. Okay, so, an item that you wouldn't.
Now for the fun part.
You're gonna make one?
No, not yet. We need to make the living arms class.
Wasn't that the living arms class?
That was the race, my man.
Okay, I'm confused as to the difference between the two. Then.
A race is what you are. A class. Is
Oh. So the class in this case is the weapon you're picking.
No. A class is just what you do.
You're a living weapon. That's what you do.
Yes.
Isn't that?
But as you level up in your class, you gain abilities. You then pass those abilities.
Okay. Sorry, I was like, what?
Like it's just a regular class.
Right. Sorry, sorry. That confused me there. I was like, wait a second. That's not what I'm.
You play D&D. It's not that difficult.
Okay, I guess I was confusing like the difference between a class and the weapon you're picking in this case.
Yeah, like because you are a sentient being, your class is the living weapon.
So if you're more like a defensive class or an offensive class,
it's the same thing.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, you must pick the living arms class.
But now you have to pick the. Well, you said. Sorry, you said you picked living arms class, but now what? But so now we're defining it by the weapon style you want to be.
That would be interesting. Like that, your subclass is dependent on the type of weapon you are.
I think we could have weapon categories. So like. If you're picking a more defensive, i.e. shield, then you'd want to pick something that is...
Those are subclasses.
Oh, okay.
So I need to... I need to now find a class template. Blurry class template.
I had to start at the beginning. Oh, you dick.
And thank you, it is already fully blank, which saves me time. This is... and creating a class is a little bit more difficult. Like, just slightly.
Just a bit.
See, not only that, but you also pass along your magic. So, whatever spells you get.
I imagine... So, I think you're...
Well, no. So, sorry, strike that. You are able to use regular magic.
Okay.
Like, you are able to use... Like, there is magic that you use to buff your wielder. And there are abilities you get as this class that are then passed along to your wielder.
Ah.
Your wielder does not get your magic. He does not get your spells. That would be broken. That would be horribly broken.
That'd be a bit much.
It would lead to fighters being able to use spells.
I mean, that would be interesting, like, at some point if you could do that.
To be fair, there are fighters who can use spells, but you have to specifically pick a subclass of fighter to be able to do that.
Is it?
Yes.
That's a thing?
Yes, the Eldritch Knight.
Oh, right.
So So class name here, it would be living. It would be living arms. These are examples of your class. Talk about a dwarf walking around. So what would be a good example of this class? You think?
I mean, the good old enchanted sword being one of them. Like, that's kind of par for the course, but you know. Like an enchanted sword that can speak with and attune to its wielder. Like that's the example.
No, why are you doing that? Oh. No, why are you doing... No! God damn it. Why are you doing that? I don't... Maybe I need to get rid of all these. Let's try that. Why are you adding in something so big? That's not what I want. Damn it. How do I stop it from doing that? No. Why is the first letter becoming so big?
I don't know what to tell you.
No. Oh my god, that's not what I want. Okay, that's actually a lot cleaner. Alright, so source view. Have here down.
This is a long stage. Why is the stage so long?
Copy, so I want... Paste. So class name... The living weapon. Or the living arm.
I mean, example of what I'm thinking of is what if you were just a pair of like metal gauntlets or what are they called? Brass knuckles, and you literally you exist to go order. You know, like you increase their attack speed and their attack strength by imbuing them with that. You become JoJo's. Could you guys stop burning around me? Oh, fuck. Ow. You guys are already burning to death. I couldn't save you. Oh, there's more of them. Oh, crap. What was the point of the... Okay. God damn it. Well, I'm good anyway, so that's cool. Goddamn fire ninjas and... Stupid fireball tricks of yours. Like, I know y'all supposed to play dirty and stuff, but, like, damn, have some limits to your dirty play, okay? Oh my god, you fucking asshole. You're cheap fuck strats. Oh my god. Always surrounding me with the ninjas and stupid... Oh my god. Are you serious? I can't even buy extra lives, you asshole. Fine, I'm gonna buy a bunch of these. There. That should be enough, I hope. Absolutely enough.
So what would be a good quick build for this?
Quick build?
So, essentially, when you want to do this, so you can make this class quickly following these suggestions. First, ability should be your highest ability score, followed by another ability score or ability score. Second, choose blank background.
Sword is probably a class. Start with sword. Strength is obviously going to be your... Dex is probably second after that because you want to be wielded.
So you can make a living arm. Quickly following these suggestions. First, strength should be your highest.
Like
Should be your
straight.
highest ability score followed by. So, quick question: what kind of caster should this be?
I don't think it's supposed to be a caster at all.
Well, okay, I should say. So, in order to cast a spell, you have a stat that you roll off of. So for wizards, it's intelligence. For amongst paladins, I believe it's wisdom or charisma.
I guess in this case you'd want it. The problem is these guys don't really have a cast so much. They do a that might have to be a custom part of it. Nah, I'm thinking about it. Because I don't think there's anything you can say. I mean, a weapon isn't exactly a cast friendly race. If that makes any sense. Shoot.
Followed by Dex or.
How about Wisdom?
I mean, that technically works.
Because technically, you have, if it's your age, if they're like old, cursed people, then yeah, you could technically have Wisdom as the casting stat.
Second, choose the blank background. So that's complicated. Probably Hermit. Like, what background would be best? Hermit background.
I mean, I say Hermit, but I don't honestly know what background would, because.
So I do say that because backgrounds provide things.
Okay, I think the weapon could be you are either a hermit if you have been ignored or for many years, or you could be a rather popular weapon. Say you are a blade that's been used by a lot of adventurers and have your own stories. Like, it depends. It depends on how. Okay, hermit. What's a class that's basically full of people?
Hermit background. I'll just go with hermit.
No.
Features
We should have more than one background.
No, it's just it's
it
overcomplicated. No.
It depends. All right. That's up to you. It's up to you.
Because it's just a suggestion. They can choose whatever background they want. It's just a suggestion.
Right.
As a living arm. I keep putting weapon as a living arm. You gain the following benefits. So, hit dice. I'm very tempted to say that your hit dice is dependent on how much your attack roll would be as your weapon.
Yeah? Yeah, that would be a good idea.
Maybe not, because if you're a shield, then it makes no more. It doesn't make sense. I'll just say, like, one... I'll go with, like... What is the fighter? Hold on. Fighter...
Strength and dex.
No, that's not what I'm talking about. Fighter 5e. Pick it out. Fighter has... 1d10. Yeah, that's fine. 1d10 is fine. 1d10 per... living arm level. So the first one would be 10 plus your con mod.
Right.
Yeah. And then after that, it would be 1d10 or 5 plus your constitution modifier per living arm level. per living arm level after the first. Armor proficiencies, none.
Yeah, because you're not wearing armor. You're literally
Weapon
naked.
Proficiencies, again, well... You were proficient... You are proficient in whatever weapon you as a race are.
Yeah.
Tools, irrelevant.
Yeah, not relevant there. Yeah.
Saving throws, strength and dex. Yeah, that makes sense. So skills. This is where things get interesting. I'm sorry if I'm boring you, by the way.
No. I'm exploiting this game. I'm exploiting the game by over leveling my character.
I can tell.
What's funny is I'm playing as Scott's ex-girlfriend fighting for his current girlfriend.
For skills, there's athletics, acrobatics, sleight of hand, stealth. Constitution doesn't have any. Arcana, history, investigation, nature, religion, animal handling, insight, medicine, perception, survival, deception, intimidation, performance, persuasion.
The problem is you really don't have the ability
And
to...
I would say pick 2 between X. So I would say we pick like 4 or 5 of these.
I don't know if a weapon
you
can be
pick 2 of those.
A weapon can be very persuasive unless you're being wielded by someone.
Keep in mind, you are a talking weapon. You are able to talk.
Wait, telepathically, not out loud.
Telepathically, like you are able to talk to people.
Yeah, but like, don't they have to be holding you, attuned to you? Isn't that?
No, you can just straight up talk to people. It's your, but if you are talking to your wielder, you are able to talk to them telepathically. But
so if
you are able to speak and read common.
So if someone walked by you, you could shout at them.
Yes.
Pick me up. Like literally.
Technically, yes.
Oh. I guess persuasion would be a huge part of the score, considering you need to have people, use you.
So persuasion is 1. I'm gonna say history because you're old.
Absolutely.
Yeah, an old man.
Well, not by choice, but
Not by choice, but you're old. You're older than average.
Yeah.
Religion. So that's 3.
Yeah.
Perception.
I
Remember, you are unable to move.
So I'm sure you had to develop a huge perception score just to make sure nothing was.
Yeah.
So you had to.
That's why you are psychic. You have a huge perception.
Because you had to spot people coming by, or else you wouldn't get your chance to get out of there. So you had to perceive.
Let's say. Go back to here. Where was I? Right here. Okay. So, get rid of these. Get rid of these 2. Get rid of these 2. So, what did we choose? We chose. So let's work from top down. So we chose history. So choose 2 from history. Religion. Perception. Persuasion or insight. Sorry, insight, perception.
Insight could work too.
Insight, perception, and persuasion. Okay. So equipment.
You can't carry anything.
Yeah, we're ignoring this part.
Yeah, you can't. You literally can't hold your weapon. You can't hold shit. I mean, it'd be kind of funny if you could, but then you had to have arms on it.
Equipment. You start with the following equipment in addition to the equipment granted by your background. Not applicable.
Yep. I mean, it just isn't.
So, when you pick this class, you essentially get no strength equipment because you are the equipment.
Yep.
That's funny. I like it.
I mean, you literally had nothing. You've got nothing here.
You are quite literally nothing.
I mean, that's in a way, it's kind of nice though. That you have to worry about like, oh, don't worry about my inventory. Like, there's no.
We have 0 people watching.
I know. I know. There were 0 people. I didn't expect to see it
fighting
anyway.
style. So I'm gonna say no because
Yeah.
Well,
There's really no fighting style though.
so starting at. Actually, yes, there is living.
Huh?
You'll see. Living arms. Starting at living arms level. Probably 1.
So it didn't be a fighting style, considering people would be like, not really fighting. With you are fighting. You are the fighting in.
Starting at level living arms level 1, you adopt a particular fighting style as your speciality. Choose one of the following options. You can't take a fighting style more than once, even if you later get to choose again.
Ah.
And then erase that. So option 1. So I need to see the fighter class real quick just to see how this is worded. Because there's a particular way that I want to do this. So I need to find the option. Where is fighter class?
The fact that I can hit 5 times with a weapon swing per hit is funny. Sorry to interrupt the Halloween party, y'all. I wasn't trying to do this. Yeah.
Yeah, you were. Don't lie.
I mean, I'm fighting the evil ex-boyfriend and girlfriend of the main character's current girlfriend, so, you know, that's kind of awkward, but, you know, it's fine.
Where is fighter? Goddammit. That's Swisher. That's Rogue. That's Ranger.
Ow.
That's Monk. Fighter. Here we go. Okay, I see how they do it. Alright. So, there's going to be 2 options, I think.
Yeah.
So option 1 is going to be what's the right word? Aggressive style?
More, yeah, that makes sense. I mean, if you're more of an aggressive weapon, less defensive, etc., then yeah, that would make sense. The stages are so long in this game, and I only have 3 lives.
Alright. So, aggressive fighting style. When you take this fighting style, you provide your wielder a +2 to attack rolls and damage rolls. Defensive style, when you take this fighting style, you provide to your wielder a +2 to AC.
Yeah. Stop launching. Ooh, hyper beam. That is not a missile.
So, at first level, it provides a fighting style.
Ow.
A fighting style and spellcasting. Okay, I'll go into C2 and then later on we get a third one. Yeah, sure. Alright.
Oh my god, this game is just stunlock heaven, isn't it? Fuck you all.
So at first level you get your fighting style and spellcasting.
Yeah.
Now what should you get at second level? Again, like, I want abilities that pass down.
What should you get second? So besides enhanced strength,
Because that is your fighting style that lets you do that.
Well, wait. I mean, in general, besides just passing down abilities, what other quote unquote spells would you have?
You would have spells like guidance that you can only specifically cast on your wielder.
So I'm trying to figure out.
Because guidance gives a +1, gives you a plus to your roll. Actually, I believe it adds a +4 to your roll. Or a 1d4 to your roll.
Trying to figure out what else you can technically do as a weapon. Because what you're trying to phrase it like a spell, right? Like what the weapon can cast.
No, I'm talking about like abilities, like how a fighter has like extra attack and second wind and things like that.
I can imagine having prediction as an ability would be interesting.
Prediction?
Say like you have advantage against the next. So say someone's trying to attack you, right? What if you had advantage against the attack as if you can see it coming, or the weapon can see it coming? So you can like dodge.
Interesting. So two brains.
Like, because like the weapon is like, hey, the weapon has seen this before. I know where they're going to hit, so you roll with advantage to dodge it or something. You know.
So you would gain the ability two-headed fighting, essentially because both you and your wielder are sentient beings.
I was gonna say premonition. Is that how I can phrase it?
No, because premonition that's not the same thing as looking or as being able to like look around, but essentially because there are two of you, you are able to gain advantage in your perception skill.
I was gonna say you literally roll with advantage against an attack that you can dodge.
No.
Okay, but that'd be kind of cool, right? Like you can use it.
But no.
Okay. A few times per day, you can use it a few times per day to dodge specifically powerful attack.
No, simply because dodging is being able to get a free carte blanche. Dodge is broken.
Oh yeah, I guess it is, huh?
But two-headed fighting. So essentially, I'm trying to work in the realm of D&D. Two-headed fighting. It would be called that because you have, as a wielder and a weapon, you have two people whom are actually like working together in conjunction with one another, increasing your perception, increasing your ability to, what's the right word? Giving you advantage in perception. That's what it does.
Yeah?
So the two-headed, actually not even two-headed fighting, just two-headed feet.
Just call it Twin Dragon or something.
No.
Cool.
No, just two-headed.
But Twin Dragon sounds cool, man.
But I want at least one other feat at level 2. So, let me see. What do other classes, like in the actual book, do, generally speaking? Okay. Ranger does, but they get their spell. That's because they get their spell casting later. I'm sure they wouldn't if. Maybe get rid of the fighting style and turn them. I kind of want to turn them into like different archetypes.
Yeah.
weapons, like different types of weapons. So get rid of these for now. And get rid of this. So you start with spell casting. So actually, no. So
I forgot I had
a weapon archetype.
I forgot I had Evil Scout over here.
Weapon archetype.
Yeah.
So at first level, you get your weapon archetype and your spell casting. At second level, you get two-headed, and that's it.
Yeah.
Because generally speaking, the second level is not as you don't get as much.
Yeah. It's the second level.
Third level. Third level, you're supposed to get a skill on your third level, and then on your fourth level you get an ASI. So I'm trying to think of another ability to pass down. Oh! That could be interesting.
Yeah.
So skill inherit. Skill... What happens when you are giving something that somebody inherits? What are you?
Bequeathing?
Skill bequeathal. Yeah. How do you spell bequeathal?
I was gonna say just call it inheritance. Just call it. Let's just make it simple.
Yeah. How do you spell inheritance?
INHERITANCE.
So inheritance, and how inheritance will work is essentially, a number of times equal to your proficiency modifier, you are able to pass down one of your skills. So one of the skills that you're proficient in, down to whoever is your wielder.
Yeah. And in that way, you're sharing your knowledge with them. Essentially, be like, hey, you are now inheriting my knowledge of the past.
Hang on. So at first level, so at first level, there's actually one more thing you get, I think. Weapon damage.
Yeah.
Whoa! Nope, that fucked it up. There we go.
Also, I'm not full screen right now.
You aren't. Oh, fuck. Sorry.
Ooh, falling rocks, falling rocks, falling rocks.
Technically not falling rocks.
Falling everything for that matter. What's the key for? Oh.
Okay, so at first level, you get weapon archetype, spellcasting, and weapon damage. How do I add a new slot for this?
I can pogo. I can pogo off enemies. That's not broken at all.
I mean, what are you, the Hollow Knight?
I mean, basic. Oh, there's zombies. There is just zombies here. That's good to know. Did you get him back up, buddy? Come on. Come on. What was taunt again? There we go.
So, at level 1, you have weapon damage, let's just say like 1d6. Or, you know what? Hang on. What is the weapon damage for a long sword? I think it's 1d8. So let's just start at 1d8, and then every other level you gain a buff.
Yeah.
So you start at 1d8. So weapon archetype, spellcasting, weapon damage 1d8. So weapon damage is another unique skill. Two-headed, and then inheritance, and then at 4th level, you get a ASI. So you get an ability score increase.
Yo, bro, check out my ASI.
So you get an ability score increase. At the same time, you also get, why is that in 5th and not in 4th? What? Oh. Because I'm an idiot, that's why. Let's move you up one. There we go.
Oh my god, these zombies don't want to die. Jesus,
Right,
come on.
so, ability score increase. As well, you...
There we go.
I'm trying to think of a way of passing down feats. Of like a name for it. Because it can't be inheritance, because inheritance was already used.
Mimetic? Technically speaking?
A symbiotic feat.
Yeah, that works.
Symbiotic feat.
How?
So, and the main reason you're getting symbiotic feat now and not later is because you can only get a feat when you get an ability score increase. So it is the earliest that you'd be able to use that ability.
Ah.
Alright, so at 5th level... So because... So... I like that actually.
Yeah.
So when you get your ASI, you also get weapon damage upgrade. So 2D, your weapon increases to 2d6. From 1d8 to 2d6. So you get ability score, symbiotic feat, and weapon damage. And weapon damage 2d6.
Hi, Evil Scott. Sorry, Nega Scott.
Why are you fighting Scott?
I'm fighting his shadow, apparently, or his evil self? I don't know.
This entire series just boggles my fucking head.
But, I mean, it make... You're fighting the evil ex-Zangro, like your friend.
Alright, so... So at level 5... I'm trying to think. What would you get at level 5?
Ow, Evil Scott. I see how it... Ooh. Okay. Fast, eh? Yep, fast and desperate. Trying to get stronger so I can survive half this shit, man.
So weapon archetype, spellcasting, damage, two-headed, inheritance, ability score increase, symbiotic feat, or symbiotic, not even just not symbiotic feat, just symbiotic.
You become Venom, but a weapon.
No.
The symbiote. Wait, Evil Scott wasn't the end boss? What? But Evil Scout was always the end boss. Oh, he was the music producer. Right. Forgot about that asshole. Let's see, let's go
I'm
to...
trying to think of a good wave. Of a good level 5 ability.
What are they usually like?
Well, let me see. So, at level 5, it depends on the class, but let's go off fighter, since that would be the. So at level 5, the cleric gets destroy undead. At level 5, the druid gets nothing.
You druid get nothing.
At level 5, the fighter gains extra. Oh, that works. Yeah, it gives extra attack to
Fighter. I think I found a way to break this game even more.
Or better yet, double strike. So,
Double strike could be handy.
Double strike, how it will be worded is essentially that your wielder may attack, as long as your wielder attacks with you, they are able to attack as though they had, they are able to attack again as though they had extra attack.
Yeah, that works. Makes a sense.
So level 6. Level 6, you've gotten already a bunch of abilities. Level 6 gets nothing.
You get nothing this level. You're stun locking me, game. I don't like that. How?
So what should level 7 be?
Isn't level 7 not like a major level up just yet though?
Level
Technically
7,
speaking.
you... Oh, so you get a... Hey, wait, I forgot to do the thing. Weapon archetype feature. So at first level, you gain your weapon archetype. At third level, on top of inheritance, you gain a weapon archetype. You gain a weapon archetype feature.
I'm still mildly pissed at Wizards of the Coast new open license thing they're doing.
Yeah, we don't talk about that.
Yeah, stupid.
And then at level 7, you also get a weapon archetype feature. Because generally speaking, let me see archetype. Martial archetype. So beginning at, so it grants you a feature at 3rd level, then again at 7th, 10th, and 15th. 7th, 10th, 15th, and 18th, which I like. I like that idea. So 7th gets 1, 10th gets 1.
Right.
So weapon archetype feature.
Please up my strength and defense score. I don't care how you do.
Whenever you make this like an actual thing, just have my character just with like nerd glasses.
I mean, wait, like you holding what?
No, have my character wearing just nerd glasses the entire time.
Oh, like for like a stream highlight?
Yeah.
I kind of want to do the what was it, the together we were together, but I want to do this the whole Blitzo and Stolas thing.
Right.
I want to do that one first because I think that'd be kind of fun.
15th. So weapon archetype features. So weapon archetype feature. And then the last one you get is at 18.
If I walk into a shop that sells food with a sword in my hand, I think y'all are gonna serve me at that point.
I mean, no, you're gonna get your ass arrested. That's what's gonna happen.
I am walking into the shop with the katana in my hand, but like, hey, I want to buy some udon. Thanks. Just like, wait a second.
So. I think actually a good level for this would be 5th. So at 5th level, you also gain the ability to pass down your ability score sharing.
Someone's weapon is a permanently half-cracked glass bottle, or something. It's like, wait, what? It's like you're permanently
sharing.
It's like the Pokemon thing where you share experience with your Pokemons.
No. So essentially, with experience sharing, you when you make a skill check, once either once or twice either once a long rest or an amount of time equal to your proficiency modifier, you can use your weapons skill like weapons what's the right word? Ability modifier.
Oh.
Of that type.
Okay.
So essentially, if you coordinate, you could have a
fun build. Some jacked stats going on there.
A very fun build. But mind you, you can only do it enough times equal to your proficiency modifier. So
right, so not permanently broken.
Oh no. and I might even say that it is once per long or short.
Yeah, I think it'd be a bit too much if you did it.
All right, so level 8.
You know, we didn't bother to
level
check.
Level 8. So it's been 4 levels. So the ability score modifier happens again.
We didn't check if someone already made this class.
I don't exactly care if they did.
Oh, fair enough.
So ability score. Ability score modifier and weapon damage increase. So the next one up from 2d6 would be 1d12.
Would it? What about d8s or d10s?
Well, no, because 1d10 would be... Well, actually, you know what? Yeah. So level 2 would be 1d10.
Because I know that d10s are quite often used and stuff like that.
And then after that, I think would be 2d6. And then 1d12, and then on and on and on.
Yeah. I think I found an easy way to break my weapon speed, so if I can just abuse this build, I'll be fine.
So, and that is all you get in that one.
Oh my god, you're doing barely any damage to me. That's
at
funny.
9th, what do they get at 9th? I'm trying to think. What should they get at 9th?
At that point, they're probably going to be very proficient with their class, so... What's... Because I know that level up is like 1, 2, 5, 8, 10, right? Isn't like level 10 one of the bigger ones too?
I already chose what was going to be at level 10, which is going to be a weapon archetype feature.
So probably like a stat increase, something like that, at level 9.
Maybe. Maybe. Oh, I know. Reforged.
Ah.
So, essentially, how Reforged will work is when you reach that level, you get a plus to your weapon. No. You become sharper. You become more powerful. You get a +2.
That's fair.
You provide a +2.
That's fair.
Plus, you provide a +2 to attack rolls and but not damage rolls. Like specifically not damage rolls.
That could be interesting. But why not damage rolls?
Because generally speaking, increasing damage rolls is kind of powerful.
I mean, you're level 9 though. Shouldn't you increase it like a little bit?
Alright, yeah. So Reforged will give you a +2 to both your damage and your attack rolls.
Yeah, because by level 9, you've gotten up there, so you should probably get some kind of benefit.
Level 10 is a weapon archetype feature. Level 11. What should be level 11?
Why can I imagine like a legendary spell would have like a spirit of your a few turns? Like you click.
We know that level 12 is going to be the next ability scoring increase. And it's also going to be the last ability score increase, I believe, for most classes. Hold on. I need to find it. Ranger, sure. Ability and score increase. 4th, 8th, 12th. Oh no, 16th. And 19th. Okay, never mind. So there are a few more after that. So 12, 14 is going to be so 12 is going to be an ability score increase, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 16 will be an ability score increase.
I don't want to fight your robot one. I want to just get money, please. I want to pay off Scott's late fees.
1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. The last one will be at level 19. Hello, person in chat. If you're there, we are building a character class. It is a very specific one
Ow.
for D&D.
We're being nerds, is what I'm saying.
Yes, we are. Yes, very much so.
We're being nerds right now.
So,
Ow.
okay, so we are currently at level 11. Spell focus. So spell focus once a day. Not once a day. Once per long rest. Or don't want to make it per your proficiency. No. Once per long rest, you can cast one spell of the so the wielder can cast one spell of the weapon arm of the not weapon arm. What's it fucking called again? Living arms on the living arms known spells.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, I like that. And not only that, but it also makes your weapon able to be your spell focus.
Yeah.
Nah, that'll come. That'll come earlier on because it's just a lot better. I thought you were done.
I'm grinding.
You already beat the game, didn't you?
No.
No?
What the? I think I broke the game.
Jump off?
Oh, there we go. I was not supposed to be there. Wow. that was a bug. Jesus.
Okay.
That was a bug and a half, damn.
Alright, so spell focus will let you do that. At second level, you can... What should the ability to use your thing as a, what's the right word?
Focus?
No, focus is not the right word. There's another word for it, and I cannot for the life of me remember what it's called. Hold on. It's something wizards have, generally.
Not sure. That was pretty wizard.
Arcane focus, that's it.
Ah, okay.
So this will just be called weapon focus. And essentially, it just lets you, while you're wielding the weapon, use it as your arcane focus.
Yeah, that makes sense.
In terms of spells.
Could you bring the hand over here, please?
And you get that at level 2. Which I think is fair.
Yeah, that's fair. Oh, we're gonna have to go through here.
You are only going to be a partial caster. So you are never going to get to your final levels, specifically 8th and 9th. Not even 7th, honestly. So, get rid of this one. Yeah. And then just copy. Paste. There we go. So yeah, you stop at 6th level.
That's fair.
Which, to be fair, that's more than most half-casters get.
Right.
It's like usually, actually, that's more than most quartercasters get. Because most quartercasters only go up to 4th. Half-casters go up to 6th.
Oh.
Generally. So you are a half-caster. Actually, strike that. You're a little better than a half-caster because you go up to 6th.
Ooh.
Yeah, generally you don't go down. You don't go up to 5th as a half-caster, but you do in this case. Because I'm too lazy to change it.
Also, I'm probably gonna head to bed because it's been about 3 hours. And I need to get ready for work tomorrow.
But we still have more to do.
We will always have more to do, friend. But I need sleep, and so do you. Okay, I can just one-shot people now. That's cool.
What? Hold on. I'm gonna copy all of this. Copy. New. Paste.
Let's see some fajitas, please.
What? What opening tag? What are you talking about? What?
I don't know.
An unmatched opening tag means there's an open tag that isn't. Oh wait, there's something that isn't closed, isn't there? No. This one? Ah, yep, this one. So I've already finished that one, so close that one. There we go. So now it should work. Now it should let me do that. Save.
What does this place do?
What? There's no. What? There's no. What?
Yes.
Like this slash
Scoop deck?
You need to close your tags like this slash div. There's no tags. What are you talking about?
I just want all my strength score jacked so high. There we go. Okay, that should be enough. Let's test this.
No, that's not what I want.
Is my max score already? Okay, that's a one-shot. That's a one-shot kill.
Why are you not saving, you fucking bastard?
Okay, I'm content. I'm content with my current. I can just people in the age. But yes, I. So when you have a saving point, I need to call it and get to bed. I gotta work tomorrow. How? I thought one of you died already.
Is it the ending there? I think it might be the ending right here. So let's get rid of this and see if that works. Please work. Yay! Okay, there we go. So get PDF.
Ow.
Just making sure that that's working. Make sure that's near living arms, Dracos, and T11.
All right, Matthew. All right, Matthew Patel. Let's try this. Let's try this.
What? Why did you not? It did? Okay, that saved. Why did this one not save? glad that I have the PDF for it.
What app? What, you're using the brewer app or what?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Where is the thing? Sentient weapon race. There you are. So grab you. Copy. For some reason, it didn't save when it should have.
Concerning.
Paste. What? No, what? Oh, come on. Are you fucking kidding me right now? So, yeah, the sentient weapon thing didn't save for some goddamn reason.
Ah, fuck.
Thankfully, I do have the PDF, so it's already finished anyway. Yeah, it's not like it isn't finished, so... Alright, easies.
Sorry, let me finish this real quick. I had to vet Matthew Patel and his demon girls, who are really annoying. Ow. You dick. Ow. Fine. Ow. Oh, I can just jump and hit you. Let's see if I can hit you with this. Ow.
You can hit yourself with it.
Yeah, I hate the fact that those can slide. Barstool in your face. And knocked out. You gave me $2 in money. You cheap person. But now I know how to break this game.
Alright.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you for bearing with me. I apologize for taking so long. Fun. I will bid good night for now, and thank you all for joining the stream, and I hope you all get some rest.
Yeah, we'll continue with what we're doing next time.
Yeah,